Hi student, let's try to understand the intensive properties student. What is the intensive properties? Intensive properties are those properties which are independent over the mass of the system. That is, they are not depending on the mass student. That is intensive properties. Suppose that is what are there student: pressure, temperature, density. Okay, and here is the molar heat capacity, molar heat capacity, specific heat capacity, EMF of cell, molar enthalpy. They do not depend upon what student: amount of substance or mass of system. Now let us see, this is the what we are having the block student, this block. Okay, and the block is having the temperature, suppose student, or the pressure, it is having the 1 atm. This total pressure is what is there student: 1 atm. Now what you do student, divide this block on these two, so the pressure will be remain 1 atm here in this block and 1 atm here. So this is pressure is what student going to be intensive properties. Similarly, if the temperature of this block, total block, is 100 degrees Celsius, this is the substances are there student in this one. The temperature is 100 degrees Celsius. If you are cutting this block here student, the temperature remain the same student: 100 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius. Now density, the same way you will find the density student. Density is what student? If the here the density is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So this one is also 1 gram per centimeter cube, and this 1 gram per centimeter cube. So this is the intensive properties, do not depend on the mass of the system student. Now come to the extensive properties student. Extensive, the properties which depend on mass of the system is called extensive properties student. Like the first one, mole. Mole depending on the mass. Suppose here is the 2 gram H2. 2 gram H2 means 2 by 2 is 1 mole student, 1 mole. If you are talking about 4 gram H2 student, 4 by 2 student, 2 mole H2. So it is depending on what student? Mass. Mole depending on enthalpy. Greater the mass, greater will be enthalpy student. Entropy, greater the mass, greater is entropy. Internal energy, greater the mass, greater the energy. Gibbs energy, greater the mass, greater the Gibbs free energy. So student, if you talk about the intensive and extensive properties, intensive properties are mass independent student, and extensive properties are mass dependent. Okay student, so this is what the answer. Thank you.